Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me today for card number 12 of my Valentine's Day series. Today I am using my Gypsy, and the two cartridges that I am using is going to be Elegant Edges and Victorian Romance. Now, the reason why I'm showing you my Gypsy is because I custom made a shape card, and I wanted to show you how I did it. Some people, when I first got my Gypsy, it was kind of difficult to understand, but since I've had it for the past 4 years, it's amazing. Oh my God, you could do so many things, and you could weld any shape together. You can make your own design with anything that's inside your Gypsy as the shape cartridges that I'm talking about. You can't customize your own shapes just out of hand, like if you had the silhouette or, for instance, the shortcuts a lot or the make a cut. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you this. So let's get started. These are the two cartridges I'm using, and the paper stack that I'm using today is You and Me paper pad from Paper Studio. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. Okay, now in Elegant Edges, I end up taking out two of these shapes, and what I did was take two shapes and I welded them together. Now, in order for you to do that, you will have to overlap the shapes, and okay, you will have to overlap it, and then it will have to be similar to that. Then you join it together, which you will press this button right here to join them together. Then you will have to go to the Advanced tab and then weld it. This is the welding button. And then to view it, to make sure it's welded together, and when it's gray in the middle, that means it's welded together. Then in the Victorian Romance, I ended up taking out a heart shape that they have in there. And the heart shape, it's right here. Let me unlink it. And I end up putting this right in the middle. Then what I end up doing was joining those all together. And then, in order for me to do what I'm trying to do, this is going to be my card base right here. So it's going to cut a heart in the middle, and that'll be my card base. Then what I end up doing was unlinking all of them and taking the same shape and joining these two together. Just the heart and that one. And then I moved it over. Then I cut my pattern paper out of that. Okay. Now, in the Victorian Romance, the heart comes with a double layer. Okay. It comes with an outside and then the inside heart. And then what I did, it's right here. So, what I did, I end up cutting this out. Now, you don't have to weld them together, because every time you have some type of object or some type of shape on top of another, it's going to end up cutting that part out. So what I did, I wanted a trim to go on the outside of my paper pad, of my pattern paper. So when I cut that out, that was fine. Then I cut out another one of these Elegant Edges shapes without the heart, of course, because I'm making my card into a heart shaker. So this card is actually really, really adorable. And you're going to see the whole entire product, how I put it all together and everything. So I cut this piece out again, and that's going to be for behind of my card. So then you won't see my gadgets that I'm going to put together there. Okay? So let's get started, guys. I hope I explained that all right. it's kind of hard for me to explain about the Gypsy because I'm not a professional on the Gypsy. So it's a little bit difficult. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is my pattern, my base card base. Now, when I cut it out, I made sure it was 5.5 and 5.5, and I welded them together. Now, this is the heart shape that I put in the middle of the card, okay? And then I end up creasing it right there, and that gives me a A2 size card, which will be 4.25 by 5.5. Then I end up getting the pattern paper, and this is the pattern paper that I got out of that paper stack, and I'm going to go right over on this. And you see how it matches perfect, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to adhere that down. You could actually do a lot with your Gypsy if you understand it. Now, I remember when I first got my Gypsy, I was so upset because I didn't understand what I was doing at all, you know? And it was kind of confusing to me until I started playing around with it. Okay, so there goes the shape, and that's the front of my card. Okay, and as you can see, it got a little lip on the top because I welded two pieces together, so you're always going to have a little lip when you're doing that. Okay, now this is what I was telling you about, that I wanted the outside trim. Now in Victorian Romance is this heart, and you see how you got the trim going outside and then the regular heart. So let me get my glue and let me adhere that down. But you know, I think I'm gonna use my my quick dry because this is glitter paper. I just won't use as much. And me saying that, I get it all over the place. Okay, hold on, guys. This weekend, my husband had my husband's job had a family picnic, and his boss invited the whole entire family to go out and, you know, have a barbecue picnic that, you know, he invited all of us. And I really had a really good time. Plus, the barbecue chicken was amazing. And I don't know what type of barbecue sauce they have, but oh my God, it was so delicious. And I thought I had ate a lot, but my son ate more than I did. He went up there for seconds. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this right down in the middle, and I'm going to try to position it, and that looks really good. Okay, so there goes the card right there. Okay. Let me make sure. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now, what I'm going to do, I am going to build my shaker card. And what I end up doing was getting some, either you have plastic paper, clear plastic, or Ziploc bag, or any type of paper like that. You can even use your Cricut cartridge, the bubble wrap that comes in it. You can even use that type of plastic to do this also. But I bought this transparency film copy paper a while back, a long time ago, and I really haven't used it, and I figured, you know, let me start using some of that paper. So what I ended up doing was cutting out 2 squares, and I ended up using my craft tape, or it's called power tape, and what I end up doing, I end up putting it around. So I'm going to adhere this down. So it's going to sort of be like a window. Okay. So let me see if I could take the tape off. Just give me a second. And the power tape is really good for this because it sticks. And it stays stuck too. And it's clear. So you can barely see it. You can still see a little bit of it, but it's not so much. So I'm going to try to center this as much as I can. Right there. And that looks good right there. Okay. So now that's our first thing. So now you see how it's it got like a background, a shiny background, like a window. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I got some foam squares, sheets, and they have they're sticky on one side, not sticky on the other side. So on one side I put the foam tape, and on the other side I didn't. I put the power strip so it can hold down, and then on the other side is just the sticky adhesive that comes on it. So let me see if I can unglue this with my nails. Just give me a second. I hope I could take this off. Sometimes I have a little trouble. Okay. I hope I got it. So like I was saying, guys, this weekend it was like a family gathering for all of us, and I had a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm sorry if I got my head in the way. Let me like bring it down some. Okay, because I'm trying not to show the foam tape at all through the window. And you won't even be able to see it. That's excellent. Okay, so I got it all on on all four corners. And I wanted to do this on outside of the video. But I figure, a lot of times my videos are super long, and it's just to put 1 or 2 images on my card, and that's it. And majority of the time I was talking, which I know you guys don't mind, and I love to talk, But sometimes, you want to actually see a project being done. So I decided to show you step by step on how I do this so you guys can see. Okay, and for some reason, can I pick that up? No. Okay, I'll just leave it down. I'm just going to have to move my other tape around. Okay. Okay, that looks really good right there. And I just got one more. Of course, it seems like it's taking me longer for me to put these strips down. I should have took the stickiness off before I even started the video. But these things are supposed to actually come off really easy. And, since I'm saying something, obviously, it ain't coming off too easy. Okay. So, that's going to be part of my shaker card. Okay, so that's the build-up to keep everything inside. Okay? So, now, let me do this because I ended up doing this wrong. And, I just noticed I just dropped all my little things. And you see I had moved the computer and I had it leaning on there, and I forgot it. I got majority of it. I hope so. Okay. So, like I was doing, I need to do this really quick because if not, it ain't gonna come out right when I go to do it. Just give me a second. You know, I knew that was going to happen. And, you know, leave it to me to mess up on the video instead of outside of the video. When I was putting this all together, I didn't have no problems. Okay. But that's alright because, you know, when you're making a card, especially a card that is like totally different than you usually do, you always get some, how can I say it? Okay. I think I got it. Okay. So now I end up cutting these hearts out, and I cut them out with my Martha Stewart heart loop. And I just want to throw these on. Just spread them on there. That's what you have to do for right now. And I think this card, I mean, I came up with this and I thought it was really adorable. Just the idea of it. It took me a little while. Oh, you just don't have no idea how much paper I end up, because I kept on cutting it wrong and it wasn't big enough and it just wasn't an A2 size card. When I first got the card out, I'm going to show you how I did it first. I thought it was the right size and I was not thinking about that it had to be an A2 size card, so I ended up doing this size. And this is a really small card compare to this one. So, but when I did it, I thought it was so stinking cute. And I was like, oh my God, I definitely got to use this one. But then I had to go and make it bigger. Now, besides the hearts that I put, which I got red, black, white, and pink, I end up putting these Martha Stewart micro beads in it. And I used these 3 colors. And I used the clear, the Kansite, and the tourmaline. And if you guys don't have the Martha Stewart, you need to get some. They are amazing. You could do so many different things with them. So then I put them in a small little container and I mixed them all up. And I'm just going to throw it on in here. Just like that. And some fell out. Some's trying to escape, but I'm not going to let it escape. Of course not. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to unhear this sticky, the tape from the foam. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put another piece of clear tape, another piece of clear transparency right on top. And if I not get my finger caught, it would be fine. Okay, so there goes my shaker. And that is going to be so cute. Now, what I end up doing was, this is going to be the lid that goes on top where you don't see the shaker part at all. So, I might have to adhere some of this, or should I change some of this? I know this is gonna go perfectly just like that. Okay, so let me undo this. And I might have did something wrong. It might not stay flat, but as long as I got it layered up perfectly, it will come out all right. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that yet. There's something else I wanted to do. Oh, please come up. Okay. So, I got this pattern paper, and what I want to do, I just want to glue it onto the back of the... Just, you know, just a little bit, because I want to show this part of this pattern paper inside the shaker. So I think I got it looking good right there. Then I just need another piece. Okay, and that looks really good right there. So let me take okay, and I just need one more piece to go on the top so it can stay stable. And I'm hoping I have enough time, because this is just the outside. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. So I'm going to adhere this. Try to cover as much of the heart. Okay. Now I'm going to add that down. And there you go. There goes my shaker card. Okay. Now, I already did the inside. I stamped it with Happy Valentine's Day stamp that I got, a wood stamp set that I got from Michael's last year, and I found it in my stash. So let me adhere this down, and I already did a little pattern paper on it, and I used my heart punch, of course, and I cut 2 red ones. Okay, and it's going to look just like that. And then for the front, I end up doing I used my Scrappy Mom stamp set love notes, and I did My Heart Belongs to You. And I'm going to adhere this right down here. So, let me get some scotch. You know, let me pop this up. Okay, and that's 1 and 2. Okay, guys, well, there goes my card. There goes my shaker card. My heart belongs to you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me. There goes the inside. There goes the outside. And I hope you guys try this out because this card, it took me a little bit because I didn't know what I was doing. But after I got it all done, look at how beautiful, guys. Oh my God, it came out so gorgeous. Thank you again for joining me today, okay? I'll see you tomorrow for card number 12. Bye now.